So as a half Asian, were you only half as offended by this film?
I wasn't at all offended by this film.
To that point, nowadays, everybody be like, wait a second. They put James Bond undercover as an Asian person, and so they make him look Asian. That's so horrible. That's racist. Why is it a problem that certain people look different from other people? And if you were to disguise yourself as that other race of people, you might alter your physical appearance to look like that.
To make my
That's
own...
been politicized to where blackface is this horrible thing that makes fun of black people. And sure, that's bad.
I think there's a history with blackface, but I think
there's
with this
a history with blackface, yes, but that bleeds over to everything else where it's like making Bond look Asian. That's a problem.
This film, it's like Star Trek, right? Like there's plenty of Star Trek episodes where the crew of the Enterprise will disguise themselves as a different race with prosthetics. And that's kind of how I view this. Like, it's kind of, it feels like when you watch it, you're like, this feels a little weird. But like when you know the reasoning behind it, you're like, okay, it's not as bad as like out of like if someone would tell you out of context, Connery goes full Asian in this movie, he becomes Japanese, you'd be like, that's
coincidentally,
racist.
He literally looks like Spock.
And I'm going to go ahead. And with this movie, it's like,
he looks like a Vulcan.
To give them some slack
he's disguising
here,
himself this.
To give them some slack here, it's like, put yourself in Bond's position. You're a secret agent. You need to come up with a disguise. You're in Japan. What the else are you gonna do? You're not gonna disguise yourself. That is my point. My point is that that's what you would do. Because you would be killed otherwise. Right, like there's no other option.
Why the when Bond is in Japanese mode, why is he always hunched over?
At first, I thought, wait. Is he just trying to do like the is he doing the bow thing? Or is it because Sean Connery is tall as and if anybody else saw him,
shorter.
They'd be like, he literally needs to hunch over so that he looks shorter. Because in that opening scene, he walks into Japan, he walks into Tokyo, and he's like, wow, everybody's tiny. And he's like towering above them.
Because Connery was like 6 foot, and actually, I think if you look at all the Bonds,
so many reasons
all the Bonds in general, he is the tallest of the Bonds.
Surgery.
Yeah. He still doesn't fit in. He still doesn't fit in. He's just fucking hunched over.
First, you must become Japanese.
Kenuki.
They slap some crappy black hair on him. They give him some weird eye prosthetics. They presumably dye his pubes or something. Did they shave his chest, though? They don't really make a point of that, even though Tanaka specifically points out that Japanese people are not very hairy.
I suppose you know what it is about you that fascinates them. It's the hair on your chest. Japanese men all have beautiful bare skin.
Japanese proverbs say, bird never make nest in bare tree.
Can you show us? Wait, can you show us?
Yeah, come on.
I'd rather not.
Listen, I wore kimono.
I've seen this.
I wear kimono.